Welcome to another episode from Hidden Money. We will look at some setups we prepared for you, which we will also have a look at next week. So, as in the market breakdown video we did before, we already covered some setups, but I think the video was quite late, so we decided to start fresh with setups and possible moves. So I'm also feeling better. So yeah, my voice should be a little bit better. So let's hop into the charts and we will first again look at Aussie dollar. So the first setup we will look at is Aussie dollar JPY, and we can see that market is still in a huge uptrend on higher time frame. So we will now again start to look at some buy setups, because if we look here, this is the last demand zone, which causes the big move to the upside, broke the structure, and then the market is kind of ranging and never went back to the structure. It came up, created this equal high, and then last week sold off heavy, tapped into the zone, also immediately reacted and left some imbalance in the market right here, and broke structure to the upside. So this is a nice confluence when we are looking for longs, but I want to see a break of this liquidity trend line again to tap into this imbalance zone, and also we will have some discounted prices in this area. So this will be a nice point of interest for us, in which we will look to find a nice buy. And targets will for sure be the highs here for potential break of these highs. So this is AUD JPY. Let's go to AUD USD. Very difficult still, AUD or in general USD pairs, because if we look at higher time frame, we can clearly see new lows. Market took this liquidity and kind of created this lower high to then illustrate us that the market can potentially move lower. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see this demand area here, and we also have some levels or price targets down below. So yeah, it's definitely realistic that we can see another sell-off in this market. But if we look on lower time frames, we also have levels above here, which also lines up with some nice premium zones right there at 0.7080 region. So it would be nice if market can potentially move up into the zone and then sell off. So this is then actually a good point of interest here, because this was the structure which then causes these moves. It kind of accumulate the market here, broke structure. We missed the sales right here. So this is a nice POI for buys here, but we have to be careful and definitely wait for more confirmations right here. So yeah, I'm having a look, but it's not a 10 out of 10 setup when it comes to USD pairs. Okay, so let's move further to Euro AUD, which is actually a nice setup. We still have higher time frame objectives here, so it is a good opportunity to look for buys now into higher time frame areas, because as we can see, market broke the structure to the downside, took this liquidity and reacted out from our higher time frame objective, which is really, really nice. Yeah, market took out this liquidity, created a new high, and the structure break came up heavy and created an equal high, reacted. We also sent this trade out right here last week. So if you are in it, you can hold it for sure. And we are looking for some more entries down here to target this high at around 1.49. So yeah, definitely looks very nice. And let's move on to Euro NZD, which is kind of very correlated to Euro AUD. So also here we have higher time frame objectives. Market took out this liquidity, a bit choppy if you ask me, but definitely worth a try and risk some money in this market as for sure. So we have this liquidity trend line here. Supply is above that liquidity trend line, and also we got this higher time frame order block right here. So this will be the targets. Market is not creating a nice equal high, but after this dropped, which took out this liquidity, it's nice to see if we can come down here or into this region to then take a long position at least into this demand zone, and perfect would be this order block zone right here to take out this whole liquidity to then possibly move down again. Okay, this is the idea, or what we see on Euro NZD. Euro USD, I took this one just to show you how choppy or how ranging the markets actually are in when it comes to USD. It's kind of, yeah, we are in this huge range or indecision, so we have to see what market is doing. If we potentially break down here and reacts from it with a nice and clear sell to buy, we can potentially look for some longs into higher time frame areas. This is what I see. Otherwise, it's still a downtrend. Oh, it's still a downtrend. So yeah, we have to see what market will give us on euro dollar. Just to, yeah, I chose the chart just to you guys can see what is going on. It's, yeah, nothing is going on here for sure. So let's move on to GBP CAD. Also, this setup looks very promising because the market didn't reach my higher time frame objective. So yeah, this is what I want to see, a push into this area of supply and then a continuation further to the downside. We have to take care on this because this is a counter trend trade. As you can see on daily time frame, markets is still doing lower lows, so we have to be careful, maybe reduce the risk. But you can see here that market is creating some nice trend here, also with some pretty liquidity grabs. So this is what I'm looking for to do. We had this sell to immediate buy again up to this zone. So this area right here, this imbalance and also this order block would be a nice entry POI for further longs into higher time frame objectives. But like I already said, be careful with this one. GBP CHF. Actually, I like this one because we have a lot of resting liquidity below here. So we now broke structure to the downside. So if market potentially can reach this area around 1.1666, I will definitely look for a short entry on this. So yeah, let me just delete this one because market did not make any equal high. I will not technically, this is a run of liquidity and then immediate sell-off. So this is why this sell setup is intact. And also if we look on higher time frame, we can see that we still in some kind of down trend because there's no new high creating here. So this is a nice setup, but I definitely want to see market heat up and retrace a little bit more before taking the sell. Okay, but nice setup. NZD CAD, we had a nice trade last week in this as well. So on higher time frame, we are in a downtrend. There's a lot of resting sell side liquidity. Market tapped into this higher time frame demand zone, sold off, then came up, filled the imbalance, broke the structure, and now I wanted to see some further movement to the downside. We have some nice equal lows down here at 0.80. So this will also be my targets. Yeah, market already tapped into the zone, but I'm actually want to see another move into this zone and maybe take out this high. So we will get more kind of premium prices in here, maybe fill some imbalance above 0.81 and then take the short to hunt resting sell side liquidity. Also looks very, very nice. NZD USD, we missed the entry here as well. Actually, this one is moving quite nice. Point of interest for buys will definitely be around this area right here between 0.6185 and 0.6150, or the discounted area on 0.6150. So this will be the targets if market can retrace. You can see it here, nice equal lows. So maybe market can retrace a little bit higher into this imbalance and then take another sell off into the higher time frame objectives. So I will be looking for that as well on NZD USD. Looks very nice. And the last one, sorry, on this one, I think it's very interesting because if we take a look closer on it, we can see that market is printing new highs. So we definitely can see an uptrend right here, but we also have some higher time frame areas and objectives around this area with also a huge imbalance. So this would be perfect for long-term plays if market can go down and then move up again. So this is actually what I am looking for here throughout NFP on last Friday. Market already broke the structure and could already gain some of this resting buy side liquidity from this trend line. So yeah, actually I'm going for sales on this one. above this area right here. So when we dive into it, we don't actually can see a nice structure. I mean, there was some nice buy opportunities on this one in here, which also played out very nice. And now I want to see some kind of confirmation for further sells. Okay, maybe it's all the way up here, which would be totally perfect. But when a lower time frame shows me something different, maybe another accumulation with a buy to sell, I would definitely look for some trade right here after market broke the structure again to the downside. Okay, these are the setups we are looking for next week. And the only one we still have running with no partial close is actually AUD NZD. Perfect entry. Actually, it was too perfect for two of our MetaTrader 4 accounts. So we only have it running on an MT5 account, but it's okay. Beautiful. Maybe you also are in it. That would be so nice. And we are floating around, let's see, 3% on this one. So me personally, I will not take any partials here because we have so much buy side liquidity on this one. So yeah, I will just hold it. It will be a break even or take profit for me. Let's see how it plays out. If you're not in it, market creates equal highs. So the potential is definitely gonna be this area of imbalance for another push to the upside. So it's running nice. Let's see what happens, how market will open, and what we can get out of it. I will also post all the charts in the groups and also some signals if they line up for sure. So yeah, I wish you a nice weekend. Our team wish you a nice weekend. Stay safe and have a nice start to the new week. Bye bye.